Introducing first, from Singapore, Koen. And his opponent from China, Wang, chuqin.
Off because what time is it? It's game time. And it's a time that many of the fans have been waiting for. People come in from far and wide, fly in to see this man play. Doing whatever they can to get a ticket at the last moment if there is one left. Very few seats that I can see anyway. Looks like a packed house for the man of the house itself globally. He's got a best of 5 battle. First player to win 3 games to 11. Must win by 2, will win the match. It's a first encounter for these two at WTT. The world ranked number 1 versus the world ranked number 1, 140. Sorry, I just had something in my throat there. Koen in incredible form to make it this far. After all, it's the round of 32 at the biggest event of the year. 2 left-handers, an 82 of 97, quite a record from Wang chuqin. Ingrid Bogren, one of my favorite umpires from Sweden. Hope to see her in the Sweden Smash, the first ever European Smash to enter the calendar in the WTT.
Player, come for the toss.
Congratulations, WTT, and congratulations, you, the spectator, because you've got a wonderful 2025 to look forward to. And we're starting off with a big bang here. The Singapore Smash. It's the second round of action, the second match for Wang chuqin in men's singles.
Black or red? Red. You have black. Black. Pang, winner. Receive. This side.
So there it is. Koen wins the coin toss. I think my favorite thing about that coin toss was they gave Koen the choice, and he said, "No, choice is yours, Wang chuqin." To the king. Wang King in Mandarin. Character anyway, that is the family name for the king of the food chain right now, the defending champion, Wang chuqin, Lionheart, 24 years old. He took 2 smashes last year. Saudi Smash, and he took the Singapore Smash. 10 titles to his name. Find me a man with more titles to his name. Look at all these championships, titles. My goodness, he's a spectrum here. WTT Star Contender Doha, 2024 champion. Singapore Smash champion. Saudi Smash champion. And ended the year strong after a little bit of turbulence with the WTT Finals, Fukuoka, the champion. Man, it had been a very interesting year for Wang chuqin. Dramatic, and here he is. Had a rough start against Yukiya Uda, but came back from 6-9 down to win. Koen here, 22 years old. So 2 relative youngsters on the table, 140 in the world. Titles are tough to come by in WTT, and he's playing in the toughest continent in the world, Asia. Dominant in the world of table tennis. Prize Monet, not a painting in France, but enough money to pay for that should you become the champion. I don't know the details of what a Monet costs, but $75,000 to the champion. Thumbs up indeed. Like and subscribe. Fan vote, what do you think? 76%. Wang chuqin. Aw, matching hoodies. I don't know if those are hoodies or not. Could just be sweatshirts. Wang chuqin fan club. Who am I to label clothing though? The Wang chuqin fan club is probably about 90% of the stadium right now. Just saying. There's another Wang chuqin banner in the crowd. By the way it shakes, I'm guessing it's also a towel, potentially. A lot of multi-purpose fan paraphernalia, or pan-paraphernalia. Mixing it up in the back row, all the way to the walls. The Wang chuqin fans with pride. Whoa, foxy ears out there. Some cool little anime style. He's had his hands high on many occasions in celebration throughout the last year. And to start off this new year, the Chinese New Year has just started. We're still celebrating it. It's time to celebrate some table tennis.
First game, Wang chuqin to serve, love.
First in the world rankings, the first to serve. Wang Chuqin, best of 5.
One love.
Finding the middle here, and the crowd likes it. Again, it's tough playing in front of your home crowd, but feeling like you're anywhere but.
One.
Receive, he's quick. Generates quite a lot of power. There we go, Singapore. My goodness. Who knows, by the end of the week, well, we'll see how many Singaporeans are left. Last man standing for Singapore, Koen Pang, with an uphill battle. 139 spots between them in the world rankings. Oh, look how quick he is determined. This is a man who's done his mandatory military service in Singapore already. Fast, fit. Having stood next to him recently, I'd guess he's slightly the taller of the two players.
2-all.
Taking his chances, Koen Pang. Consistent in the open rally, Wang Chuqin. Creates that good angle, testing the footwork. Oh, taking that one, a wrap around the waist. Steps around the corner, abbreviated stroke, a fast long serve comes in, and an even tougher shot comes back. Almost a no look. Whips around.
3-all.
If I'm on Koen Pang's bench, I say that's right, take your chances. Gonna have to try something. If you play your standard game, you can expect the expected result. To stay in a rally when your big shot comes right back to the baseline. This right here, forehand flick. Koen Pang keeps the racket high, but with the danger waiting on the other side of the table. Watch this setup. Wang Chuqin starts to turn.
4-all.
Back edge of the
5-4.
table for Wang Chuqin. Not exactly sure if it's out already or not. Haven't had as much time to check out the new YouTube videos from WTT. Fair play, quick to point it out. Koen Pang, who stood next to Wang Chuqin recently.
Left. 5-4.
That's the reason I referenced the YouTube channel. We'll have a chance to see Koen Pang right next to the man who's born year of the dragon, inspired by the dragon.
4-6.
And the best record of anyone in the history of table tennis against the dragon. Hope, one of his nicknames. Lionheart, Wang Chuqin.
4-7.
So quick to capitalize on an opportunity. The touch. The lunge, the leap. Where are we? Nice adjustment, recovering around Koen Pang, and then still finding a way to earn the forehand in the open rally. It's not an easy ball. Quality backhand. Look at the bend, the curve, an inside-out forehand to the middle of the table. Bit of side spin, no contact from the other side. Service game strong, tough to receive. Remember, 2 men in the draw, the top 2 seeds, put at the exact opposite parts of the draw. Lin Shidong and Wang Chuqin. Turning up the heat a bit. Tough to hang when it comes in boiling like this ball. Constant spraying around. They all look similar speeds. The placement, 6 of the last 8. Some serious momentum from Wang Chuqin. Turning his back to the table. Have to take some chances. Crowd impressed. Koen Pang, as they will be and have been. Yao Ning supporting from the bench. National team head coach. Oh, beautiful stroke.
9-7.
Koen Pong glides in like an angel and puts that away with a forehand flick from the clouds. Oh man, scooping. Wang chuqin, like, did that just happen? How do you do that? A little deeper serve. Well protected here against that forehand flick, and it's 3 game points for Wang chuqin. Well, we've seen closer games today. I think this would be quite out of the expectations for many, despite, or just based on, the difference in their world rankings. Or say, the world #1 and a homegrown Singaporean star, Koen Pong, with 7 points.
发球是没问题，发这儿你让他拧这一下，你撕他一下没关系，包括发到中间这儿也很好，把他推这个，他就会推你个反手腕，包括他拧这一下你也可以，就注意什么？他发这个只要是平的这个都是转不转短的这一下，侧旋这儿有长的。
It's a little smash back to 2024 where Wang chuqin went all the way through against Liang Qingquin. Here is the championship point, and he took it a big one. Massive win here for a man who's won more than anybody in the game, and the fireworks from all directions for the champion, the world #1. It was one of 2 grand smashes he would take. I see. 83 wins, so 2 players in front of him in the race to be the first ever player to get 100 WTT wins. Lin Shidong with 91, Tomokazu Harimoto with 85. Wang chuqin in #3. Hugo Calderano not too far behind. Let's see some of the big names that are here on that list. Pretty much everyone's here. You can't be a table tennis player at the top of the game and not be here for this massive event.
1 love.
In case you're curious how Lin Shidong has so many more wins than Wang chuqin, yet their world rankings are the opposite order. A big part of that is where those wins come into play, where players participate.
1-all.
Lin Shidong had an incredible finish to last year, the Shidong show really. What, 5 of the last 6 events? Félix Lebrun coming in Montpellier to get his face in the middle of that reel of Shidongs. Perfect touch.
1-2.
Koen Pong right near that edge of the table, taking all the pace off this ball. Wow. Don't know what the finger of apology was for. 49 seconds into that self-video. Just so much spin.
All.
Now this is where racket speed does not equal speed of ball. If you brush the ball, you can keep the ball very difficult to control by simply spinning it. Koen Pong doing a little inspecting here after some powerful shots have been played on the world-class balls.
Left 2 all.
A little bit longer serve, still in between. Something a bit confusing to the receiver. Something unusual that we don't see too often. Wang chuqin.
All.
Interesting. I saw the hand raise from Koen Pong, almost as if to say, my bad, it hit, but it wasn't that. I think it was more just a balance thing, like a little bit of self-guidance, what to do next time around. We can be our own biggest critic. It's important to be our biggest self-supporter as well.
4-3.
To find balance. The confidence to trust yourself and know that you're right sometimes, and the humility to know that you can always be wrong. Wang Hao cheering on the world #1.
all.
But even the world #1 knows what it's like to not get his way. Last year, handful of names got the better of Wang Chuqin.
5-4.
Truls Norgard, Benjamin Faraji, Anders Lind, Lin Shidong, to name a few. The Chinese national team standards, the only one of those, in quotes, forgivable would be Lin Shidong, teammate.
5-all.
Koen Pang had the lead, took his chances, and has to. That's how he got the lead, taking chances. It's never fun when you serve off the table, but he's taking the chances necessary to put pressure on the world #1. Love the quality of every shot in this rally from Koen Pang, from the opening push to the coverage in the backhand. Long push, subtle, racket high, just guiding it around, a little bend with the backhand, send it out to the wide forehand side.
Six all.
So with the second towel break, just like to highlight that while Wang Chuqin is not a massive figure in terms of stature, it's one of the beauties of the sport here. You have so many different shapes and sizes in our sport. And even some of the thinnest players, from Satyen Yanashekaran to others from France, I'll tell you more about later, they're solid, they're strong.
7-6.
Alexandre Robino, I bumped into one night getting into a taxi. He's a thin guy, but he is muscular, he's strong. Line footwork out here from Lionheart as he lunges forward to get around to this forehand. Middle of the table, treats it as if it's the backhand corner completely. To maneuver with such confidence takes some very brave play. Now Wang Chuqin ties it up.
Seven.
The timeout now from Koen Pang.
Timeout.
Taking his chances, he has to.
往那边去吗？超上，是啊，我看过。你说刚才那个球稍微有点不转。发有点外角。
重心就走，要不然就对呀，就是您那种球拧完以后，下一板球一平拧的话，你不好回去的，对吧？其实也可以了，但是我一拧他这样下来，下回他对了，没事没事。
So still shaking off a little bit of frustration, positivity. Again, a muscle that needs exercise.
8-7.
Tough when you've had a, well, disappointing result in a very tight match, knowing that you come so close to getting a grip on something. Still not over. Wang Chuqin with his second serve at 8-7.
7-9.
The open exchange manages to step in front. 7 is where Koen Pang stopped last game. Again, a very strong start from Koen Pang in both of these games. What makes the champions is how they finish. Fast beat Wang Chuqin earns himself 3 game points. The idea is right. Good pressure here from Wang Chuqin.
11,
Service gift.
7,
Welcome
game,
to
Wang
Singapore. No
chuqin.
red envelope needed for this one, but a red block on the scoreboard. It's a 2-0 lead for Wang chuqin.
往下就发几个点你看了吧？落点比较发开一点，有时候翻手短、中间短、正手短，它抢不着这个点。有时候你光发这一个点，它一会儿找着点，它就光猛度。
Whose palms are
光过这
sweating?
一个，哎，对，发乱一点的时候，它这个点一找不着以后，它就一会儿就吃发球了，它就过吃发高了，包括。
Check out the rotation on that. So right underspin or backspin, 2,500. That's interesting to me. It looked like very heavy spin. In the open rally, you've seen some incredible spin. And this is the serve placement. Everything half long, middle of the table, to the backhand and more to the forehand. And that's the second bounce. Not where the ball comes to the point of contact, but where it bounces on the table. Back edge of the table, Koen Pang.
1.
Just to think about that statistic, though, what that means is Wang chuqin hasn't taken
No flash, please.
too many chances just yet. Wang chuqin saying to the assistant umpire, that was his point.
Love 1.
Just to make sure there was no confusion there. High integrity, a noble man.
2. Love.
Exceptionally so, I would say, within this sport. Almost everybody, there's just, I don't know, I think it comes with traveling the world. All these players are globetrotters. They sort of understand what integrity is. Oh,
3.
nothing.
Love.
Question about that. All the integrity in the world can't get this ball back. A forehand flick with power. Koen Pang has shown us on a few occasions the little shuffle he had to do with the feet. He was pretty deep on the table for that flick. Good start here from the Singaporean.
1,
And you
3.
can feel the intention. Take your chances as soon as you get a sniff of an opportunity. Take it all away. Take your chances. First point on the scoreboard for the world #1 in game 3.
2, 3.
When he leans back like that, it makes you want to tuck your hair back, gets you nervous in the crowd, doesn't it? Got his whole body into this shot. Koen Pang.
4, 2.
Clever. Out to that wide forehand side. He doesn't show where he's going to go. And the replay, it's so tough to be physically that fit that you can keep your body still until the very last moment with your wrist back to pick your placement on the table. Full step
5,
around, it's a
2.
strong forehand. Again, the round of 64 to get through. He came back to beat Manav Tucker in game 5. An Indian superstar who played through the qualification rounds against some very tough opponents.
2, 6.
Koen Pang getting the locals cheering. Just so much
6.
spin on this shot. Wang chuqin, again, doesn't always have to be power. So many factors to consider, so many ways to win a point.
Six, 4.
So 2 points on the trot here. And the fans who flew in to see him live, yeah, you like it? baseline. No timeout left for Koen Pong. He was ready for the push. This is how fast and fit you have to be in this sport. To take advantage of a serve like that. Man, we're just hitting the ball too hard. It's not just Wang Chuqin either. Again, Koen Pong at 140 in the world. You can imagine will skyrocket in the rankings after taking his opening round at such a big event. Skyrocket might be a little bit extreme, but expect a big jump. For Wang Chuqin, there's nowhere else to go. That said, from a level standpoint, he has to keep reinventing himself because he's got a fast riser on his tail, the world #2. Saw John right there in the blue in the background. Hey, my favorite physio from Singapore there. She's been with table tennis for quite some time now. Good angle on this, as wide as can be, and he disguises it well, Koen Pong. Good bend on that backhand. 1 point in front, Koen Pong. Point for point, every point is going to be its own battle. Ooh.
8-6.
I didn't see what the fortune was. It could have just been winning the point on a ball that was not an impressive receive by their standards. Fast, long serve. I think Koen Pong was saying your serve was better than my receive.
8-7.
At the business end of the game, looking to hang on. All Koen Pong has to do is win this next point. And then again, and then again, and so on.
8-all.
Easier said than done, but sometimes that's what a player needs to tell himself. Focus is so important in this sport. It's part of the reason Ma Long wouldn't talk to anybody, would have his head down, tunnel vision. Wang Chuqin with 6 of the last 8 points.
Nine, 8.
While this was a shorter battle, every single one of those points that he's won has been its own battle. Service placement, ready to turn quickly when he recognizes a forehand. This time the long serve pays off. It sets up match point for Wang Chuqin. And you can see the shoulders, the breath of relief for many of these ticket holders that their man, the world #1, will give them an opportunity to come back and see him live again, to retain his title. It's a long, long way to go. And every round gets tougher. 8 serving 10.
11-8.
Business, a closed door. Wang Chuqin, 3-0.
Winner.
With a good handshake, pat on the back, and eye contact, says to Koen Pong in body language, "You were strong, brother. You were strong." 7-7 and 8. I think for many fans, Koen Pong has impressed us. He's put his name on the map. He's been here as one of the 2 leaders for the Singaporean men. But the Cinderella story ends here for the last man standing in Singapore. It's the defending champ who moves on. Lionheart, Wang Chuqin, Hope himself, into the round of 16. Who will he be playing? Fun fact, he'll be playing Anton Shelby, a player who's been incredibly strong in Paris over the summer. Took down some big names, including the world #3 who'd beaten Wang Chuqin 2022 at the World Champs. There's a humility. Love it. The way he looks at him as if to say, hey man, not every day is gonna be your day, but you fought hard, you played well. 150% the points. Wang Chuqin.